Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet once again. My name is Jason and today we're back with some more Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Last time we were given a very difficult choice and I have not yet uploaded that episode, so I wanted to remain spoiler free because even though I said no spoilers, someone inevitably would have gone ahead and done that. So basically as soon as I'm done recording this one, then I'll go ahead and upload the previous one. So I've actually decided not to. I feel like Alexis is kind of like, well, this person that I would be killing is they're not a werewolf. There might be a carrier, but they themselves have done nothing wrong. Why should I steal their lives from them? And it's not something that that Alexis feels right about. So we're gonna go ahead and choose no. And if that means that we have to, we'll say, live with our lycanthropy, then I don't know how we'll explain it in future playthroughs. We'll be like, she got better? I don't know, but I guess for the meantime, we're gonna be living with this. So no, I don't want to. I understand. In fact, I am almost relieved that you shun this road to salvation. It shows that you... No, sorry, I jumped down a line in my reading here. It shows that the beast does not yet wholly dominate you. Oh, Alexis likes to hear that. She's like, oh, that's good, I guess. Maybe that's what she can do. She can sort of fight it off. And I don't know, somehow through some weird story, Deus Ex Machina... well, let's just finish reading. I would not offer... Okay, let's see. I would not offer false hope, but if you do... Wait, oh man, I'm inserting words! But if you still wish to try to cure yourself, yes? Well, this is no more than a legend, but supposedly there's a coven somewhere which can cure lycanthropy. The best lead I can offer is an ancient text, a history of the Daedric sects. Unfortunately, the only existing copy disappeared in the sack of Sentinel over a century ago. Perhaps it remains hidden somewhere in the ruins there. If nothing else, the search might help you keep the beast at bay, at least for a while. May Arcade guide your steps. That's kind of cool. That would it always send you to an Arcade temple, or is it because I actually joined the Temple of Arcade that I was sent here? It's kind of like an interesting sort of twist of fate here. That, you know, I would join the Temple of Arcade, and this is where I'm finding my salvation. It's kind of cool. So we need to go to a place called, let's see, the Sack of Sentinel. Is that actually a place? It's not capitalized, so that's kind of worrying me. So I'm guessing somewhere in Sentinel. We're gonna look for the sack, and then we're gonna look for Sack of Sentinel. And if that doesn't, we'll say, get us any sort of results, we're just gonna go straight to Sentinel and look around there. I can't remember which one of you sells potions, because I'm looking for some potionage. That's right, it's over in the side room where all the cool people. Oh, that's right, this guy. But like, buy some potions, you are healed. Thank you. I really like this temple. Now, we have a ton of cash, and I have not had... oh, yeah, I did go to a bank, didn't I? Well, we still have a ton of cash, anyways. Potion of water walking, stamina, purification. I don't even know what that does. All right, invisibility. You know, okay, let's just go ahead and select... you know what? She's a potion addict. Even, you know what? I wouldn't do that. I'm just gonna buy every single potion I see, even if I don't necessarily need it. And then if there's something like I already have a spell for it, I'm just gonna drink the potion. We're turning Alexis back into a potion junkie, so let's just go ahead and buy all of the potions. Oh, that's really gonna clutter up my inventory. Let's at least take a look what we got. Resist fire, purification, orc strength, invisibility, another purification, stamina, and that's the water walking one, and slow falling. That's one we already have, though. All right, we're gonna go ahead and buy those. Only 1,030 gold. That's amazing. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy again. Because we're just, like I said, we're just buying potions here. I don't even know what that was, but let's buy it. And, not another purification one. Okay, you know what? We'll be back after I go crazy buying only non-purification potions, because I feel like we've already got enough of them. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've purchased all sorts of potions with the really terrible UI, which basically meant I had to select info, click on the potion, then click select, then click on info, click on the potion, click select. And then click on the potion again to select it if I wanted to buy it. It was absolutely infuriating. It actually really sucked. But anyways, we've gone ahead and we've bought our potions. We are now sneaking into Sentinel once again at night, because Alexis just likes to arrive at night. And what I need to do is I need to find a book. And according to my journal, it was actually in Sentinel, because I actually looked at my log, and we go down to the very bottom. It says... The book's last known location was Sentinel, so I may as well start there. So we're gonna go ahead and march around Sentinel and try to find out, if somebody can give us the location of this book. I like that there's a different option here. I like that there was an actual choice. I could go ahead and do that whole blood mission thing, or it actually, it had an option for maybe a character who wanted to roleplay more scrupulously. I suspect that this is probably going to be a harder route. That's usually how things boil down, right? There's the easy path and then there's the hard path. And I feel like, we kind of decided to take the hard path, but the hard but righteous path, the right one, the one that's not going to involve us killing an innocent. Buddy, I need a room. Could you give me a room for a night? Thank you very much. I'm gonna go ahead and just do some practice casting. We're gonna sleep for the night, and then come morning time, which we are in the morning, so maybe I'll just get a couple hours of sleep, and then, we'll go ahead and search for that book, because we need the book. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've slept for the night. It is now 10 in the morning. I guess we overslept just a touch, but she was running all night. I think she was rather tired. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and talk to some people and hopefully get some sort of lead on the book. However, I feel like we should probably just head to a library or maybe the Mages Guild or something like that. But basically we are looking for... tell me about... let me see... Sayertur, that's the werewolf hunter guy, isn't it? That we gotta receive the letter. I'm curious, what do they have to say about him? You're that evil Alexis. Telling you would be like telling Clavicus Vile himself. What? Evil Alexis? I'm a common citizen, apparently. Wait, oh, hello, Alexis. I thought I was evil! You want to be associated with me? Libraries. What about the odd? Just tell me where the odd library is. Ask around some more friends. Someone's bound to know. Okay. Do they only say I'm that evil Alexis when I ask about, this guy? When I ask about the werewolf hunter, do they... No? That's weird. Okay. Well, I need to find the library. I need to go to the library because... Yes. I need to know where the library is. Go that way southwest. Alright, so basically that's my plan. We're gonna go to the library, we're gonna try to find every book we possibly can. Not every book. We're looking for one book in particular, which name actually escapes me right now. I am actually, annoyed by that. I just realized that I'm like, wait a second, I don't remember the name of the book. That's something to be expected by this point, though, because, with my horrible short-term memory. However, I do remember that it had something to do with Daedricness, something. It had that kind of word in it. So it's one of those names though that at least if I see it, I will recognize it because I know roughly what it was. It's just that if I had to repeat it right now, I wouldn't know. I really probably should have written it down, but who's got time for that, right? Okay, yeah, sorry. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and peruse the selection of closets these guys have. Seriously, every time I come into this place, I'm always, wait a second, I always go the wrong way. And that leads me to be running around lost completely, and I'm lost. That's right, I go through this door, and there's all the books. Buddy, can you tell me about this thing? Excuse me, are you a doctor or have any healing abilities? I really need someone who can heal my cousin. Darn it! I never take on these little random quests, but I'm kind of curious if I should this time. But I'm really trying to help myself. Okay, let's do it. Just do it, because I have not picked up many of these random quests. Thank you. My name is Slosh. I remember you! I recently received word that my cousin, Begthin, of Ramoga, is deathly ill and will probably die in 7 days. Whatever you can do to cure him would be greatly appreciated. Here's 22 gold. I will pay you 30 more if you can heal him. Okay. Well, can you tell me where this guy is? I'll check later. Right now, we're looking for books. Alright, Vampires of the Iliac Bay, and all these other awesome, wonderful books. I don't see anything I want. Let's see. This is one big bookshelf, right? We have, let's see, yeah, because we got this side. And... come on. Let me quit out, and then this side here, yeah. And escape does not get me out of there, evidently. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this bookshelf, then. Legal basics, brief history of the... blah, 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 blah. No. Nothing. Alright, and I believe if I access it from the other side, it will be the same thing, right? Actually... Yes, that's the same thing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and look at these. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Now, it's not the name of the book, but there's a book here that says On Lycanthropy. And I feel like this would probably be a decent reading considering our situation. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's go ahead and read this. Normally I like to leave reading to the end of the, end of the episode. However, I feel like this one here actually pertains to the quest we are currently on. So we're going to go ahead and read this one. How does one become interested in studying the disease lycanthropy when one has it? I've interviewed a number of my peers and discovered that, to a man, they all have entered the field after a horrifying encounter with a lycanthrope of some variety. I am no exception. In Skyrim, it is an old tradition to rub canis root on the trees surrounding your house as a ward against werebears, sorry, not boars, bears. When I was young and stupid, as opposed, I guess, to being old and stupid as I am now, I like it, you guys got a bit of a sense of humor. I always had hope to meet a werebear and see if they were as impressive as legend suggested. I would follow strange tracks in the woods until they disappeared, with no fear or even thought about what I would do after I had found my quarry. By Thorig's beard, I was lucky that my investigations were fruitless. When I did finally see a lycanthrope, it was not a werebear. Something off the screen, common lycanthrope, which can be found in every part of Tamriel. My father was a priest, and during the coldest part of the winter, he allowed the beggars and riffraff of Falkrenth to stay in the relative warmth of the cellar of his temple. We would even supply warm barley stew. My sisters and brothers and I actually enjoyed this bit of philanthropy, for in the cellars during the winter, it seemed there. Oh, man, it cut off again. I think there was? Yeah, I will say the editing on this book is not done the best here. Like, the writing's coming right off the pages. It's coming to life. There were travelers with interesting stories and eccentricities. And the atmosphere in the cellars was always light and friendly. Until that night. By an established tradition, the beggars who were sick or wanted rest more than food and companionship would go to the cots at the farthest, darkest end of the cellar, where they would be assured at least relative quiet. We were enjoying a song, and my sister Gethessa was dancing to the amusement of all. The song ended, but a chorus continued from the darkness at the far end of the cellar. As drunk and incomprehensible as most of the carolers were, it took a minute for us to realize that the sound we were hearing was not singing, but screaming. Yeah, I guess, like, metalcore and, hard death metal and stuff is pretty common in Tamriel. They're like, oh, listen to that. It sounds like death metal. I don't know. It ought to be some weird kind of screaming for me to mistake it for singing, but anyways. No one was too concerned, for some of the older tramps often suffered from vivid nightmares. Okay, I guess that explains that. Nevertheless, one of Father's priests went to silence the screamer, and the moment he disappeared into the murk, we heard another sound, the snarl of a wolf. Then we heard the priest screaming as the original scream died off. "Werewolf!" cried the old bard who had been leading the song. The cellar exploded into chaos. I was pushed out the cellar door into the snow with the first wave of panic, but I could see that some of the more brave, or drunk hobos, were pushing into the darkness to do battle with the lycanthrope. They were all, of course, almost instantly killed. My father, upon hearing of his unwelcome visitor, sealed off the cellar after the last survivor of the carnage had it left. A seasoned battle mage from the Falkrenth Mages Guild, who owed father a favor, went into the cellar and slew the beast. "Not too tough," he said as he emerged, carrying the carcass with him. Winter must have been tough on him too. Despite his bold words, the blood on his face and chest did not only come from his foe. Werewolves do not revert to their human forms upon death, despite what legends will tell you. Okay, I don't know why that's interesting. I've observed that myself. I had the opportunity to look at the monster's steaming body out in the snow before it was carried away to be burned. The teeth, clotted with the flesh of the beggars, were horrifying, but the claws shocked me even more. I have since seen live lycanthropes battle golems, atronachs, and other beings not harmed by mundane weapons, and concluded that they act as naturally enchanted weapons. Because the werewolf is the most ubiquitous of lycanthropes, the term lycanthropy has been used since ancient days to describe the disease that transforms men into half-beast. Although lycanthrope only strictly should refer to men who change into werewolves. But that is semantics. There are certainly differences between the 7 documented forms of lycanthropy and Tamriel, but more similarities. Okay, so there's 7 different types of lycanthropy. That's interesting. I was only aware of, was it 3, 4? Anyways, in Black Marsh and Southern Morrowind, were-crocodiles. They've got were-crocodiles? This is awesome! Stock the swamps. Black Marsh also shares with the Imperial Province and the wetter parts of Elsewhere the vile presence of were-lions. Valenwood's were-vultures are not found in any other province. The were-boar has found both the climates of High Rock and Hammerfell amenable. As I mentioned before, the were-bear is the most common lycanthrope in Skyrim, and is also found in the northern parts of High Rock, the Imperial Province, and Morrowind. Okay, wait, so were-bears are the most common in Skyrim, but if from my limited time playing Skyrim, I've never seen a werebear. Did they change the lore by the time Skyrim came around? Then again, this book, Skyrim takes place a long time after Daggerfall. I'm wondering, did they deliberately set Skyrim that far ahead so they could maybe hand wave some of the previous lore, saying that was a long time ago? Or am I just it's we'll say game simplification conspiracy theory? I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. The werewolf can be found in every province. The 7th lycanthrope, which I have never seen, but my trusted peers have assured me exists, is a were-shark. That roams the oceans around Tamriel. Yes! Were-sharks! Okay, that is amazing. I want a were-shark. Seriously, yes. Where's my were-sharks, Bethesda? I want were-sharks. I've spent my life categorizing and observing lycanthropes, but I sometimes feel that I am still a child, trapped in a cellar in my attempts to understand them. I know, for example, that lycanthropy can be cured shortly after infection, but after that time the victim is doomed. No one of my acquaintances has cured themselves after undergoing the first transformation. On the other hand, I have a colleague investigating a coven of witches in the Glenpoint foothills of High Rock, who are rumored to have a cure. I remain dubious. Give me a second, I'm writing this down. Perhaps it is because they are doomed that makes lycanthropes so aggressive. I have removed the contents of a werewolf's stomach and found more remnants of roots and berries than animal flesh. My conclusion is that they do not need to attack and devour humans to survive. Yet, for some reason, they do. Does lycanthropy drive them mad? Or do lycanthropes feel the need to spread the disease as a form of procreation? I do not know. I am certain that any of us who are not lycanthropes ourselves will ever know. And then, of course, it's too late. Alright, so we've learned that maybe the Coven of Witches is in the Glenpoint foothills of High Rock. So that is, we'll say, a lead. However, it is not the book that I was referred to. So I'm going to continue looking, see if I can find that book. I don't see it here. So, although we do have 2 copies of Holidays of the Iliac Bay. It must be a bestseller. Alright, having searched the entire library, I was not able to find the book that had that name to it. So, I guess the only other option right now is to maybe look and see if there are any other places that might have the book. I figured maybe I would check out, local pawn shop, take a look at maybe if they happen to have any books, because sometimes they do just have books here. So I figured we'd go ahead and look over some of these, and if we don't find anything, then maybe go ahead and hit up, I don't know, maybe hit up the Mages Guild. They might have something. But right now, I guess the only... Oh, no, I didn't want to select that. I want info. Put it back. I hate this UI. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to do some searching. Well, I'm going to do it off screen as to not completely bore you, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and look around a little bit at various stores, towns, places, and stuff, and try to find this book that I am looking for. And if I cannot, then I might... Actually, let me take a look at my world map. Let me search. Where is the Glenpoint, what was the name of it again? Glenpoint Foothills. So that's probably down over here. Dragentail Mountains. I'm not sure exactly where that is. I suspect it's a region. It sounds like it would be a region. However, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Where on earth would the Glenpoint Foothills be? Would that be over here? Let's see. Orsinium area, Wayrest. Gavadon. Ah, here we go. Finally found it. Glenpoint. Up here, so Glenpoint Foothills. I'm not sure exactly where that would be. Let me see. Glenpoint. Is it just gonna... Yeah, it's gonna lead me to Glenpoint. Well, what about... Glenpoint foothills. Glenpoint foot? No. Maybe if I could, can I just search just for foothills? No, there's no place like that by listed on my map. So I'm assuming that it would have to be just Glenpoint itself I would have to go to. And then I'd have to do some searching around there. I'm not so sure I want to do that though. Because I was told that, it was Sentinel, right? I am in Sentinel, correct? I am in Sentinel. Yeah, I was told in Sentinel there would be that's actually the last known location of the book. That's true. It might have moved in the meantime, but like I said, I'll go ahead and I'll search around a little bit and see if I can't find a copy of that book. All right, so I decided to just drop by the Mages Guild and see if I could access their books, but I have to be a member to access those, and evidently I am not a member of the Mages Guild, which I think I already knew, and I'm also ineligible to join because my reputation with them seems to be, once again, so terrible. Yeah, once again, you know, Mages Guild and Alexis are just not getting along, so I guess I really have no more business here. So, in light of me not having any more leads on that book, other than going to Glenpoint, which is a place I might go ahead and check out, I figured in the meantime I would actually go ahead and do that one little side quest, and that will lead me to a place called Ramoga, I believe it was. Let me see. Ramoga. Well, yeah, we're gonna break things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and travel to Ramoga. I did a little bit of searching around, asking around, because I wasn't sure if it was someplace in town, but no, it's a local area. Ramoga, and I learned that by going ahead and, we'll say, searching. It's gonna cost me, let's see, 4 days travel. You know, I don't even want it to charge any money because he's not gonna be giving me a whole lot of gold, so I'm like, why? Why should I? Oh, this is terrible. I'm basically spending the amount of money that I would be getting out of doing this quest. Like, does it help with my reputation though? Like, should I do this? Because he gave me crap, right? Let's go ahead and take one more look here. What did he actually give me? I'll receive another 30 gold when I've saved him. 30 gold, and I'm gonna have to travel back and forth. It's basically, it's not even gonna be worth it. I'm sorry, kid, but monetarily, it doesn't make any sense for me to complete this quest. So we're gonna just, you know, skip town and go to Glenpoint. Alexis is so unreliable. Maybe she wants to change her reputation. Let's see. I'm actually going to at least check it out because I'm not sure how I would need to help him. So let's go ahead to Ramoga. So we're gonna head over there. We'll do so maybe as recklessly and quickly as we possibly can. Spend some money. Wow, we've got a lot of crap. You feel the need to hunt the innocent. Of course I do. Of course I do. Which means I'm gonna be transforming. What if I ate the kid? I go in, I'm like, I heard you're sick. That would be great. It would be terrible, but it would be great. It would be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a, we'll say, tavern to spend the night. Actually, if I go to a general store, the lock is nothing to fear for me. Oh, really? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break into this store. And, the reason for this is I'm gonna go ahead and just steal stuff from it. And as I'm stealing stuff from it, maybe the guards will come on in, and if they do come on in, then we will be able to slay them all. So let's just maybe, I don't know, we'll just take this book. I stole a book! Anybody gonna come and arrest me? No, no, I guess they're not. I guess these guards aren't psychic. Oh well. I'm in here anyway, so I might as well go ahead and just start taking crap anyway, so I'll steal some books. I had hoped that, you know, maybe the guards would. Oh no, that's what I don't even remember what I was thinking a second ago. What I was originally going to do, the pig children. That sounds like a bestseller. We're taking that. What I was thinking, arrows. That's what I wanted. What I was thinking was to go ahead and rest while I was in here, and that would surely bring the guards after me. So let's go ahead and just try to rest in here for a bit. Rest. There we go. And now I can go ahead and transform and get this whole werewolf business out of the way, and then I can continue my quest. Hey guard, what up? So we're gonna go ahead and slay these guards, and that will deal with our desire, our need to feed. However, that's probably gonna hurt our reputation, right? Because we committed the crime as Alexis. Maybe it would have been better if I would have transformed first. If I would have transformed first, then that would have maybe been a little bit better, because now, basically, for the purposes of this game, they treat the werewolf and your human self as two separate characters. So the werewolf is gonna have a terrible reputation now. However, Alexis is, well, she's gonna have a terrible reputation as well, because the crime was actually initially created or committed by her. And those guys have abs. You could see their abs through their armor. Those guys are ripped. That is amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and transform back, and let's go ahead and I'm a common citizen. Okay, maybe not. I thought it would, but anyways, we no longer have that need to hunt down anyone. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave this store. We've dealt with that. Now we are going to go ahead and like I said, stay the night at a tavern. We'll go over here because yeah, why not? It's the nearest one. And it's not like it really matters, unless this place is a total dump, which it totally is, but I guess we'll have to live with it. Alright, we've rested up for the night after doing a little bit of spellcasting, and we are now in a tavern room that has 2 doors to it. Alright, yeah, because what? Okay, whatever. They decided to give me the extra security suite. I guess they were thinking, this chick's a werewolf. You know, we want to remain safe. We want to keep everyone safe. So let's give her the room with the 2 doors. You know, the one that bars from the outside as well. And then morning came and they decided, okay, it's safe to let her out now. And here we are. So now we need to track down, what was the name of the kid? Bogdan or something like that. Let me see. Tell me about, Beogden. Beogden. Nobody knows what's wrong with him, but they say he has only days to live. I'm afraid that's all I know. Yeah, I just need to know where he is. Just tell me where this guy is, or this kid, so I can be like, none of the local healers has found a cure. Okay, that's great. I just need to know, where is he? Maybe general? No? Wait, where is people? There we go. Now I can search for people. I'm such a silly. Walk a bit. Go east. Alright, I'm going east. Having gone east, I found this guy, and I said, hey guy, can you please direct me to the location of Beogden? Ask someone else, Alexis, I'm running late myself. You know what? If I hadn't already fed, I would totally go, like, werewolf on you right now and just, like, eat your face. But I suppose, if people are busy, they are busy, so I shouldn't be too hard on them. Darn it. Okay, I'll be back as soon as I find somebody who knows what the heck I'm talking about. Alright, so this kind of lady went ahead and showed me where the Beogden residence was, and that's directly south of me. So this place right here is evidently where the kid is, and I realize I haven't saved in a long time. We're gonna turn Werepuncher into the new working save, which I'm actually gonna rename. We're gonna call this working, because I'm starting to get a little confused with my... Okay. Game? Okay. I haven't saved in a while, and it crashed. I am very upset about this. We're gonna end things here. I'm gonna replay a lot of that by myself, and next time we'll pick up where that was. I might not even have that quest anymore. Okay! Well, this was a crappy episode. Well, if you guys happen to like what happened, if you like the episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry, but you can go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. I would totally understand. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section, and until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.